how much more will Micah get after the Garrett deal?
Yeah, and this is a big deal, man, because, Micah Parsons has been cool in saying that I don't need to be the highest paid. And that number before was at $35 million, because Bosa was at 34 and non-quarterback, and Justin Jefferson, he got 35. And now that number has jumped to 41 if you're going to be the highest paid non-quarterback. You already got the highest paid quarterback on the football team. So, yeah, that's a big deal. And this showed Jerry lost an opportunity here to probably get him at a much better number. Now, Garrett's deal is for 6 years, and if Michael can go in and say, okay, even if I don't get to the 41, you can get me closer to, like he always talked about, that guaranteed number, then maybe we can work something out, since Michael has already said, I don't have to be the highest paid. But I saw the tweet right afterwards.
What Mike say?
Michael, man, he was happy. Like, hey, that's good. Well, we removed that negotiating just to get over the 35.
Garrett's deal is 4 years. 4 years, 160.
I thought 6. Okay.
But if you think about it though, Joy, you talking about Micah, right? So when Max Crosby signed, they both start smiling.
Right.
Because
when Max signed?
When Max Crosby got his 90-something million fully guaranteed on a $100 million deal, they start smiling. Then Micah said, hold on, I know we talking to the Cowboys. Then Myles Garrett, he hit. So Micah probably told his agent even better, more smile, more teeth. And all you want, the average is the average. Whatever, that's fine. But I got to be more than whatever his guarantee is, which is 122. So I need to be at 123. You can give me 122.5. But I can't be under 122 in those first 4 years of fully guaranteed money.
Yeah.
It just can't happen.
You're not concerned with the...
I don't care about that. I can throw
Max
another...
Crosby's at 35.5 and Myles is at 40. But to your point, the difference between 90 million guaranteed and 122.8 million guaranteed.
And understand why he has to focus and why they should be focused on that guaranteed money. Because when I said it's a 6-year deal, they're giving him this on the end of 2 more years. Right. So they really do have him for the next 6 years. Then at 140, the new money is new money. But Michael, all his money right now is going to be new money because he's in the last year of his deal. Right. And that's why you have to focus on the guaranteed as opposed to what it really averages out to or anything like that.
I don't get what Dallas does every year. They put themselves in position. You could have signed him a week ago. You could have made the deal a week ago, and it wasn't going to be this.
Probably wasn't going to even be able to make a deal a week ago, though, because the agents are smart enough to know you going next, Paul. Joy's going to go, I'm going to go, he going to go. So we can just sit tight and wait. Let's see if they go. We already know we at one number. Right. We know we at this number.
Last week,
Michael
he would have took 37 per last week.
Yeah.
Now the number went up more years and 4 more million.
Yeah. Per. On an average.
That's what I'm saying, on average.
37.
Yeah. I don't know how you justify this now, because now, look at this. The Dallas Cowboys are going to have the highest paid quarterback. You're going to have Micah Pay. He's going to be the highest paid non-quarterback. And then you got the second highest paid receiver. And for what? And for what?
7 games.
7 wins.
7 wins.
Yeah. They moved around some deals. They moved around some of Dak's money and some of CeeDee Lamb's money to create
cap space.
But
that's still their money.
To create cap space. But it's also about what else you're putting around them. And that's what Paul's talking about. Right. If you're going to put this kind of money into these 3, what are you going to have to put around these 3 to go get more than just 7 wins? And that's the key point.
Well, Paul's right, though. It's just this is how it always goes. I mean, this deal was always going to be high. Yeah. Like we knew Micah was going to get paid. Right. But you're talking about the difference between 90 million and 123 million guaranteed. That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
And Michael's going to get every bit of it. He's going to get every bit of it. He's worth every bit of it.
He's worth it, and he's going to get it. I'm speaking about just, to Paul's point about getting the deals done before, it has to be the highest reset. Because I'm with you. It's got to be 123 million guaranteed. Or
whatever. You can give me 122.5. I'm good.
Well, no, it's 122.8. So it's
it's 122.8. Well, you got to give me 123.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. There's nothing to talk about.
But Micah has said he doesn't have to
That's
be.
cool. All that's
He doesn't have to
fine.
be. That gives you a shot
That's
to get
all
in there.
fine. He doesn't have to be the highest paid.
Right.
But the highest paid on average,
on
Michael.
On average.
We're not speaking of average.
So
I don't
you
give a
gonna
damn
work
about
out
no
minutes.
average.
Right.
When I played, I had a higher average than half the dudes in the league. You think I touched that?
Because Michael's his real battle is like what we're talking about here. It's like, wait a minute. They gave him 40 and he had 2 years left. I ain't got 2 years left.
Yeah.
Give me 45. You see what I mean? Because I should be able to pressure you more. But, yeah, let me stop giving him ideas. So we can get him back on the
Yeah.
It's all the devil is
percentage.
in the detail.
Key, are you surprised that Myles Garrett worked it out with the Browns?
I'm not surprised, and here's why. I want to be traded.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be here. We can't win. We can't do anything. Let him calm down a little bit. Nicole, his agent, says, okay, we're going to try to get you traded. They say, no, we ain't trading him. We ain't trading. They pick up the phone. They call Nicole. They say, here's what we're going to do. Now, hear me out. We're going to give you $160 million. Okay?
That's how they did it. They
An average of $40 million. But that ain't even it, Paul. That's not it. Here's where you going to jump out your seat, Michael. Guaranteed dollars at signing. You know what that means, right? That means you sign, they're going to give it to you in 30 days. Boom. $88 million.
A good number.
They're going to give you $88 million.
A good number.
And they're going to give you a total guarantee of $122,796.125. So that means you're going to pick up all that. You're going to put all that right here in your pocket. But that 88 present value, you're going to be able to go do something with that. Put it in the marketplace. You can do. You'll be able to. Ain't nothing to think about.
Right.
I can figure out how to get traded 3 years from now.
But I'm surprised.
No.
You're not surprised.
No, because the money gonna change everything.
Yeah, I didn't hear about the money when I was frustrated over here.
Yeah, but now we got something. We got something for a
The
soft
reason we got
landing.
there is because obviously they came to them talking about money first.
But when the owner didn't talk to him.
They didn't want to do that. That's how we got to the trade.
He didn't
That's
accept
okay.
his call, or he didn't.
That's fine, Paul. I'm giving you 88 on signing. That means
boy,
you're going right to Wells Fargo when we leave here and move it around with your financial people.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing to talk about. Think about it.
Yeah.
We hear from players all the time to be mad. They mad. Change your heart. You know why? Nicole said change your heart. That's what she said, right? Change your heart.
He was going to get this anywhere. Anywhere
No, he wasn't,
he was
Michael.
Get this kind
Because
of money.
here's why he's not, Michael.
No,
but listen,
he was going to get
Michael.
this kind of money.
Michael,
anywhere
he was going to get money. But that means that teams got to give up high picks to get him and give him a bunch of money. How many teams was going to give him 122, 88 up on signing, and 3 number 1 overall picks?
I'm glad he's staying. But I also heard, I heard when he got to Cleveland and all that, I'm going from Cleveland to Canton, all those things. That's what Myles Garrett said before all of this came down. Then he scrapped all that Cleveland to Canton and said, I want to get me some championships in here too. And now they offer the money and he's back in Cleveland.
Yes,
I guess he gave up on the championship. I guess he gave right on up on them championships. He was going to get a lot of money anyway.
For me to defend the Cleveland Browns on anything. But I do think that he could have gotten close to this money.
Anywhere.
And be in a space to contend. Maybe not exactly that, but he said he wanted to contend, and everyone works for money. Yeah, so I think he could have gotten close to that somewhere at the very least. But maybe they sold him on what their plans were. Like they're going to take a quarterback in the draft, and he believes that, he's been there and he has those relationships. So I'm going to take this money, and you guys have a plan. Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak, and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.